You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, General Hospital fans, I've got your early edition spoilers for next week, June 9th through the 13th. We're going to see Willow going for Sasha and Lulu being completely bashed. And I have to say, she kind of deserves it, and possibly a proposal. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. If you're not following us, click that subscribe button. As we always do on early edition day, we start with what is coming the rest of this week. So let's get right into it. On Wednesday, June 4th, Michael is up on the stand at the divorce/custody hearing. No doubt Rick has lots of questions, but the question is, how much does Willow's lawyer know? I don't know if you noticed it, but on the most recent episode, Nina was looking a little guilty when Sasha came into the courtroom. So there's a cloud of question around whether Nina shares what she knows. Sasha also takes the stand on Wednesday, and Rick asks when was the last time she and Michael had sex. So yeah, that begs the question, did Nina tell Rick that Michael cheated with Sasha? And it seems likely that Nina did. If not, Rick may have figured it out on his own. Maybe he followed the same path as Nina. Maybe he went to the Brown Dog Bar. And just real quick, because I got a couple of comments, people not understanding the order of things and thinking that Willow did the deed first. Let me give you the timeline real quick just to refresh you. October 29th, Drew told Michael he had kissed Willow, and he did it to stop Tracy and Ned from trying to blackmail him over ELQ votes. Then the next day, October 30th, Michael woke up in bed with Sasha. So Michael had found out Willow had kissed Drew, and Sasha had just found out Cody was her cousin. They were both drinking at the Brown Dog. They woke up in bed together. So that was October 30th. On November 5th, okay, 6 days later, several episodes later, was when Willow shagged Drew in the nursery with no idea the nanny cam was watching. And it was over a month later on December 12th when Michael and all the Quartermaines got to see that sketchy sex tape, thanks to the security bear. So there you go. Definitely, Michael slept with Sasha before Willow slept with Drew. He did it on October 30th. She did it on November 5th. In terms of episodes, you know, it was just a few. And in terms of actual days in Port Charles, it was probably just a few. But just so you know, if you were one of the ones who were asking me. So looks like Sasha stresses out on this stand because Rick seems to know. Plus, Sonny and Laura discuss their families, obviously the Dante and Gio stuff. I wonder if she's going to bring up the missing $10 million from Ace's fund. And Anna gets pushy with Jack Brennan. We haven't seen him in a minute. I miss him. And this could be about Sidwell or the investigation into Sonny's penthouse bombing. Anna feels like she is really on to something, says she's close to figuring something out. Brook Lynn is furious as she rips into Lulu and says she intentionally destroyed her life. And Lucky surprises Liz. Well, does he propose? I don't know how much of a surprise it'll be because she knows that there's a ring box. Now, I guess it would be surprising if there's something other than a ring in there, but it definitely looked like a ring box. Maybe it's going to be a ring pop or something, you know? Plus, Gio tells Emma that he feels like the only person he can trust right now is Sonny, and he's not even sure that he can trust him, obviously because how close he is to Lois and all that. Laura tells Sonny that this thing that's very vague could have huge repercussions, and I think we're back to him selling the Piers to Sidwell, maybe. And Brook Lynn congratulates Lulu on succeeding in destroying her life, but I do expect Lulu to tell BLQ she did it to herself. I don't think she's going to be very apologetic. Thursday, June 5th, Curtis and Portia invite family over. Looks like Marshall Ashford is back in town. Maybe Kai will come over with Trina. It's all very odd since Curtis is still angry with Portia and questioning his marriage, but since she did come clean to him, about the ketamine stuff, maybe that has convinced him to give her a chance, because she was still sitting on that and she came clean. She told the truth for a change. Sasha is feeling quite overwhelmed, and it looks like when Rick starts questioning her about sleeping with Michael that she goes into premature labor. Obviously, Rick has freaked her out. And then that same day, Willow leaps into action, and I'm guessing she is going to go straight for Sasha, make a beeline for her, not to come at her for sleeping with her husband, but because she's a nurse and Sasha's very pregnant, is clearly having some sort of medical crisis. And of course, Brando and Sasha's baby died not long after birth, and Sasha's been very stressed out about this high-risk pregnancy. So I think Willow's going to jump in there as a nurse, which is the right thing to do. Lucky faces a painful truth, and I wonder if he worries that Liz won't commit to him while he is committed to Christina, basically, and covering her dirty secret, and because he hasn't really committed to staying in Port Charles and putting down real long-term roots. Anna's suspicions grow, and she confides in Jason, and that's why it seems likely about the penthouse bombing. Friday, June 6th, Molly and Cody open up to her. I'm guessing that Cody's going to share some of his regrets about the Geo situation. Jordan and Curtis catch up. I wonder if he is going to tell her about the ketamine. Drew is quite concerned, and he may be reacting to Carly's outburst about Nina having him drugged. And, Willow may think that she's going to have to dump him to keep even partial custody of the kids, because now she looks like a cheater with a psycho mom and a sketchy boyfriend. Carly corners Jason, and I'm betting that she is chewing him out for pretending to be the father of Sasha's baby, when that baby is clearly Carly's grandchild. And Nina confesses, so she may admit to Willow she drugged Drew and why. The episodes of June 9th through the 13th, Michael is probably reconsidering on pushing for full custody at this point, now that the whole Sasha thing seems to have come out. There's obviously going to be some fallout from Carly slinging that accusation at Nina in court. I wonder if Mac will follow up, if there is a trail to follow with Brad and Jacinda both gone, and there's nothing necessarily linking it. Nina never confirmed to Carly that she did indeed do it. Like, Carly was impressed with her, but I don't remember Nina saying, oh yeah, we did that, And since Drew was framing Tracy, he might be in trouble for that if he goes against Nina. So we'll see how it goes. Liz may confront Rick about the blackmail if Lucky tells her by the end of the week as part of whatever their surprising conversation is. Rocco and Gio are connecting as brothers, and Willow is on fire. She is likely going to confront and rage at Nina about what she did to Drew. And Tracy and Drew framing her may complicate Mac trying to prosecute anybody for this crime. So we'll see. Marco is keeping a close eye on Alexis, and Sasha is very worried.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.